All right, so this is gonna be your day 2 workout for the week. The first one that we have is just gonna be a single arm band punch. So you wanna set the band up kind of a little bit higher than waist height. I'm gonna go into a split stance, so if I'm using my right arm to work, that means my left leg is going forward. I'm staying neutral with my hips, I'm not rotating, my core is tight, and all I'm gonna do is drive forward with my hand, control back to neutral. I don't want my shoulder, my elbow coming up too high. I drive forward, control back. That'll be done off of both sides. We are going to do a superset with this exercise. So that means we'll do the band punches, and then we're going to use a medicine ball. I have a 5-pound one here. We can use anywhere between 4 and 10 pounds for this exercise. You'll need a hard wall so that it doesn't move, doesn't put a hole in anything. I'm going to get into a nice athletic stance. From here, I'm just going to press that ball into the wall. Pressing it into the wall, good extension from those arms. The big thing is that as I'm pressing, I'm not driving with one hand over the other, I'm staying neutral with both hands, okay? The next 2 exercises are also a superset. Number 2 exercise is gonna be a dead bug floor press. So I'm gonna lay on my back, I've got my 2 dumbbells, my legs come up to 90 degrees, I extend one leg out, and then I'm gonna do my floor press from there. So the reps that you will be doing will be with your right leg out as well as your left leg out. The big thing here is keeping your core tight. Again, not letting those elbows and shoulders roll up. And as we come down, creating that nice, strong 45-degree angle there, okay? The superset with that exercise, I'm gonna be using a band for it. It's just gonna be a tricep extension, okay? So I kind of grab the band, I've got a good grip on it. I go into a slightly bent over position. I keep everything nice and tight here, and I'm just going to push my hand down. So I should be feeling everything in the tricep right now. Control up, push it down again. Don't want that shoulder to move. I'm just moving from the elbow all the way up and down. The last exercise that you have will be a tempo push-up. So we can either do this on our knees or on our hands. I'll demonstrate both ways. So on my hands, it'll be 3 seconds on the way down. 1, 2, 3, hold for 3 seconds at the bottom, and then drive up through. Same thing if I'm on my knees here. I've got a straight line from shoulder to knee, my core is tight, my glutes are engaged. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then drive up. This will be your balance portion of the workouts today. So for all of them, I prefer you to be barefoot. You can have your socks on. If you want to have your socks off, that's up to you. The first exercise, I want you to do it on a nice solid surface so there won't be too much variability in the ground. For these airplanes, you're going to have a soft bend in the knee, soft bend in the hip. From here, I'm going to reach back with my heel, forward with my arms, and get a good reach, 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 reach. Then I drive my knee and come back up to a neutral position. Then we're going to take that and progress into a foam pad. So the same exact exercise, I'm balancing on that foam pad. I reach with my back heel, I come forward with my front arms, I drive my heel and come up from there. These next exercises that you have are a plate swing series. I'm going to demonstrate what I mean when we set it up. So I've got a big loop band here. I've got my 2.5 weights. You can use 5-pound weights or 10-pound weights. I loop my band through, and now I have my plate ready to be swung. I already have my other one set up. The first exercise in the series is I'm going to stand on the balls of my feet. I've got good posture, and I'm just going to swing the weights back and forth. So this is my posture. Obviously, be careful not to let the plates hit your shins. Okay. Exercise number 2 is we're going to do the same thing on one foot. Now my heel is on the ground. Okay, so I'm not on the ball of my foot. Exercise number 3 in this series is I am going to press to the ball of my foot. So now I can fit about an iPhone underneath my heel. Okay, and then exercise number 4 in that series is I'm going to be on that single leg, again flat-footed this time, and I'm just going to go around my body. Okay, I go around my body one way, and then I switch and I go around my body the other way. Obviously, to make this exercise a little bit harder, we can use some heavier weights. That way it throws off your balance a little bit more. Okay. The final exercise that we have is we're going to be back to the foam pad. What we are going to do is jump from 2 legs, land on 1 leg. Okay? I jump from 2, land on 1, and I sit in that chair position. So I'll demonstrate from the side as well. So when I jump from 2, land on 1, I got a good angle in my hip. I'm really using those glute muscles to stabilize. Again, like I mentioned before, I never want that knee to come to the inside. All right, for your bike conditioning, you can use an assault bike like this where you're using your arms and your legs, or you can just use a stationary bike where you can adjust the levels and everything like that. But basically how it is going to work is you're going to have 9 rounds, okay? Each round is a minute long. And you'll be working at different intensities as well as different time limits. So the first round, you will work for 50 seconds, rest for 10 seconds at a 60% intensity. The following minute, you're going to be working for 40 seconds, resting for 20 seconds at a 70% intensity. And that is just going to keep increasing 10 seconds of working and 50 seconds of resting. So that's going to be my 100% intensity. Once I finish all 5 of those, then I'm going to go back through it. So once I go from 10 seconds to 50 seconds of rest, then I'm going to 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest, and so on. The percentages will be written on the program.